Well, hello. Jose is back for another episode of What's Your Passion? So today I have a special guest who is named Julie. She is one of those people that when you meet, she's very calm, she's very zen. She gives out this energy that I wish I had because I'm super out there and she's very calm. So without further ado, I'm gonna introduce to you guys my friend Julie. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Jose. Wow, what an introduction. Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
I am great. Thank you for accepting to come on this show.
Absolutely.
And so let's start with the questions. Where are you from?
Well, I'm a small town girl from a coastal area in northern New Brunswick, Canada, and I actually live alongside the Restigouche River.
And if there's one beautiful thing that you could tell everybody about where you live, what would it be?
Oh my God, it's a beautiful nature kind of place. If you're outdoorsy type of person, there's all kinds of opportunity for activity here. So yeah, it plugs in well with the topic of my passion, actually.
That's great. So tell me about you. What's your age? What your family?
I'm fresh into my 40s, I guess you could say, and I'm
40 is a new
mom.
20.
I'm a mom of one who's actually in his early 20s, so was a young mom, and I'm a spouse of 13 years to my partner Denis.
Hi,
And
Denise. And what do you do as a living? What's your occupation?
I went to college and studied business. Took a second year in accounting, I've been working in the accounting field ever since, doing different kinds of position in that field, bookkeeper and data entry. And presently, I work as a controller in a local dealership.
And since we're on What's Your Passion, can you explain to us what is your passion?
So my passion is a combination of things that that is dear to me, and if I could bundle all of that up into one category, it is all about the earth and nature.
And how did you know that this was your passion?
So I think it's always been a part of me, but where I really realized that it was an important part of my life. Actually, it's a series of events and a combination of things that led me to that. But at one point, I stopped smoking cigarettes, and then I started jogging. And I became very aware of the power of my mind and how I could actually push myself in those things. And I discovered how the law of attraction worked and how important my mind was, and being in nature, because I would go and run in nature, that allowed me the space to realize how important that was, and it helped me heal. I
Did
battled with
you
depression and anxiety for a long time, and that was the beginning of my healing path. And nature was the path for me to do that.
and and like a little bit like the other one, it says, what do you love the most about it? So you kind of explain that it helped you heal, but did you have to like read a lot of books? And did you like how did you discover like just being out there and being like, wow?
Well, after I started understanding the power of the mind, and then I started understanding how there's a relationship there with the earth. I want to talk a little bit about energy because that's something that I dabbled in as well. And the earth has a frequency, and so do human. And when earth and human are at the same frequency, that's where healing happens.
And
So
how often do you get to exercise your passion? Like how, like when you, if you're like heal, like your energy, do you do it every day? Do you do it weekly?
right. Breathing exercises, and that's something else that coincided with the running and the jogging and the breathing. And that is also something that helps you connect and center and ground and all of those things. Yoga played a part in that. Meditation played a part in that. So there's a relationship kind of with uh, the the earth and nature and human beings, because nature is so well done. Like for example, trees, their leaves fall and then the leaves kind of rot and enter the earth, and that creates feed for the roots that the earth, that the tree feeds off of, and then it's a cycle, and then there's new leaves, and it's a cycle, and everything in nature is so well done. Like animals just naturally know what to do.
Right. And
And
then like you said you do yoga and stuff. So like when you get into your zone, like if you're like doing a yoga pose and you're in your zone, like what are you thinking about? Or are you absolutely not thinking about anything?
Yeah, you're actually thinking about the moment, the moment itself, and you're focused on your breathing. You're focused on the posture that your body has, and the same with gardening. Gardening is another passion that kind of plays into that earthy nature thing, because when you're in the garden, and first of all, you're utilizing the earth and what it can provide to you by growing your own food, and having your hands in the earth, and you're really just you're not off in the future or in the past with your thoughts. You're really in the moment. You're just thinking about what's in front of you and what it has the potential of giving you, which is healthy food. And the same with flowers, it just keeps you in the moment. And living in a coastal area and walking the beach, that also keeps me in the moment, just looking at the beauty of the mountains and the sand and the water, and using your senses also is something that keeps you in the moment. And when you're in the moment, your energy is lined up and you are in the perfect moment to heal and to be happy, to be well, to be healthy. That's where the most happiness happens.
So that make so I know that you also started snowshoeing, so it goes along with being earthy and like being zen and being quiet. Do you like
Right.
when you're snowshoeing, are you also in the moment, like just going up and not thinking about anything, or are you like singing yourself a song in your head, or
Right. Well, so because it's winter here and it's snowy, so there's no gardening or there's no beach walking or there's none of that kind of outside activity. So we have been doing a lot of snowshoeing the last month, and yeah, it's just again being centered and just being aware and conscious of your senses. So you're looking at the tree, at the snow on the trees, or you're hearing, the sound of nature, the branches that crack. You're just being aware of all your senses, the smell, the cool air on your cheeks, and so that's what keeps you in the moment, keeps you present, and keeps your circulation flowing. And again, those are all things that bring a healthy mind and body.
God, I wish I had that. I don't. I think I'm too. My head is always racing. I can't. I have trouble just like sitting down and being like calm and zen. Like I said in the beginning, I wish you could give me some of that because I need more of that in my life. I
Have to
Have you, if you could live off your passion and like show everybody what you love, and if you could teach it and you could live off your passion, would you?
I'm not sure if I would live off of it to make an earning, but I definitely would like to live from it, like all day, like not having to go to an office and a day job and that kind of thing. I'd love to just be able to spend my day from morning to night in the earth doing, just being earthy without having to go to offices.
Right. So you would love to be living on like the shores of Costa Rica and just live off the land and
Live
just
off the land, exactly.
go to the beach every day and catch your fish and eat it, kind of thing.
That kind of thing. Yeah. Self-sufficiency is definitely a big interest of ours, and if we could just grow our own food and have our own solar panels for power and that kind of thing, live off the nature, live off the land.
That's great. Well, thank you very much for sharing your passion with us.
Thank you so much.
And the big question is, after this interview, you find a lottery ticket and you win $10 million. What do you do with it?
Well, I would help people and set myself up so that I don't have to, I can stay home and live off my land, as I said, with no worries.
Would you give me some?
Absolutely, Jose. Absolutely.
Great. Yay. Well, thank you very much for this interview. I hope that everybody around here got some good energy from Julie, because I love this girl to death. And if you guys have a cool passion and you guys want to share it with me, then you know where to hook me up. And on that, have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.